And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on, set. 10-2 soft. Hey, we're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist. Recon, 132 fighter. Here we go.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made a killing and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you're tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made a killing and did it again. But the intent on.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the New York Giants. That'll be taken in the end zone.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. 50, plant. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all playing away. Alpha. What is the money? Squeeze. It's got to be a fight.
Throwing on first down. Jones. And his first pass is incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Hey, Charlie. Mike 40. No gain on this defense, no gain. 40's Mike. Hey, Delta. Watch the slam.
Back to the air on second down. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jared Davis gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, high 7. He's good. High 40, go.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And taken right at the 35. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Check, 47. I got him.
Throwing again. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. And this a 39-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, let's go. Too late. Go.
24-yard line.
Hey, 40's Mike. 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh. Check it.
From the 24, Jones looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Stafford. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Complete to T.J. Hawkinson. First down and goal to go.
Mike, set! 20! It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll try and run this. It's Pumphrey, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the Giants' 1-yard line.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 50. Middle. I'm coming after you. Hey. 49, check 49, check 49. Mike's 59.
Second down and goal. Stafford toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal, but all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, and put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Saquon Barkley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Ready up. I don't even know why this team showed up. Check 13.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Dances by him. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back, part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards.
60 outlaw. 55. Greystone travel. Check.
Jones now on first down. That's complete to Slayton. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Check. Protein spill. Hot. Quick dash. Come. Swift. Squeeze.
They run with a former Eagle and Dolphin, Jay Ajayi. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. Good running from Barkley there on first down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards. 6-0 our score after 1. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Kill. 80 weapons. Alert. Slam, slam. You go tight.
X3, 218, chopper. 5.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
First down, New York.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check, check. 40's mine. 40's the mine. 40's the mine. Check tight, Adam. Check tight. Check tight. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Hey. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Down. 60 or. Smooth.
Night, night, sweetheart. Mike 40. Mike 40. Let's go.
Let's go.
Jones to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Giants 7, Lions 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bash.
Super toe.
Flush to his right. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. Stafford now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here.
At the 34-yard line.
Again, it's Stafford. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing to Stafford. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Dexter Lawrence in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Strip that ball. Double right. 10. Under 10. 10.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 16. From the red zone now, Stafford. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Mike's 40. Mike's 40. Watch the pass.
Get it.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. He completes it to Tate. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
First down, New York.
A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
10 yards, good for a Giant first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On the big grip.
Now Jones, off play action. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Recon, 132 fighter. Bravo. Now.
Off the play fake. Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Jones now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Hey, Sam off.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Check. 40's mine. 40's a mine. 40's a mine.
Hey, Zoo.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Demir Bird, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
Hey, let's get there. Check. 59. It's a party now.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Throwing Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. On the run, it's Barkley, finding some room at midfield. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, D.
Ready?
Now Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
White Alpha.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Stay with your man. Mike, 55, Mike, 55.
Hey, Charlie.
Let's go, D. 55's Mike, guys, 55. You ain't got nothing.
Get it.
Off play action. Jones. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects. Tendency.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4, so 2nd and 6 forthcoming. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Pro team, spin. Hey, Delta.
47-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Hey, high 7.
40's Mike, right there. 40's Mike. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Check,
Please grip.
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Got a man, Slayton. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
First down, New York.
Got it.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah,
they?
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check the backer, check the backer. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
You're out.
It's Barkley on the counter. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Ready? 50, plant.
Squeeze. Let's go, D. Let's go. 25, check 25, check 25. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
80 weapons. Fire.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
X3, 218, chop.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Undercross, pilot, 64, weak.
Let's go.
Go. We got, hey, orbit.
Watch the safety creep. Hey, check right. Watch it divide. Watch it.
Let go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Trey Flowers in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Jones going to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Down.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Motion, motion.
At the 34-yard line.
Hey, red.
Stafford. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, Stafford. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Prater's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. He finds an opening past the 40. 33 yards that time.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. 1st down, New York.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Back now at Ford Field. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Coming after you. Bang, 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 bang. Watch twitch.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Now Jones off the play fake. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Jones now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Lions take over.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
Ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Here as he's taken down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Check, light. Crouch. Crouch. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
90 Wolf.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
General West. Hey, Haywood. Snap.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Trey Flowers racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey!
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Check, check. Brando.
From the gun, Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Damiere Byrd with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Back to the air, Stafford on 2nd down. He'll get this one to Galladay. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 1st down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Stafford now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his second touchdown on the season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Extra point good by Prater, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
40's the Lions. Squeeze. Wants to run. They're running.
And the blitz does come. And that is incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Pulled in at the 24. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. Throwing again on second down. Stafford flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame, there to get a hand in. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, and a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. And middle.
Protein special.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So another big shot dodge there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory, and I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, exit.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Go, go.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Alpha. 21.
Stafford now to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down?
All day, dog.
Hey, easy, easy.
59. I got it. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Yeah.
Middle.
Mike's 59. Mike's.
Hey, Charlie.
They snap it to Stafford. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Dalvin Tomlinson. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
60 pitch, sir.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Shoot. Whip. Watch the whip. Tighten up.
Ready.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right through. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, Things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.